Welcome to Ohio Wild Outdoors. Today we're reviewing the MSR PocketRocket2 backpacking stove. Here in a minute we'll get the stove set up. We're going to do a water boil test with it where we boil 17 ounces of water and generally try to time it to see how long it takes to get a little bit of water going, like what you would do if you were wanting to make coffee or soup or something. So let's get into it. Here it is, the MSR PocketRocket2. It's a backpacking propane or isobutane propane stove. I have used this stove quite a bit. As you can see, it's gotten kind of hot there at the top a few times. We're going to get it set up. So we're running the same general setup as before. We've got the watch down here to be able to keep track of time. We've got the stove set up. Let's go ahead and get it lit, and then we'll get ready to get the water pot on here and start our test. Okay, now the fuel source is butane and propane mix, so you can't see the flame, but I promise you it's definitely there. You might be able to hear it now that I've turned the gas up a little bit. Let's get some water in the water pot and then we'll get it set up on the stove. We've got our water, again 17 ounces. Let's throw the lid on here and let's get this on the stove. Current time is 14:11, so just a little bit after 2 o'clock. So we're going to turn the camera off for a little bit and we'll come back once we've got boiling water. So this thing's still going, we're still waiting. As you can see, we're starting to get some little tiny bubbles in there, but we're not at a full boil just yet. It's only been about 5 minutes. Now, one of the things with this, there wasn't any kind of run up for the stove to heat up because it's propane, so it's instant on, instant off. This one ideally should have some kind of an air guard around it to keep breezes away, because it can blow your jet off to the side and not deliver heat evenly to your pot. One of the things to keep in mind is that the only thing that's holding this up is the fuel canister, and the base of the stove itself is intended to be locked down to the ring of the canister so that it provides some stability. So just a thought for when you're using this. As we can see, current time is 14:21. And we've got boiling water. So let's turn the stove off. Okay, stove's off, water's off, no longer boiling. We'll get this dumped out, we'll get cleaned up. So that concludes the review for the MSR PocketRocket2. It was about 10 minutes from the time I got the stove lit until it was done boiling water. So not too bad. Again, just a point from earlier in the video. Definitely want to protect it from any kind of breeze. It blows the flame around a little bit. But overall, still quite good performance. I have used this stove while camping and backpacking a few times. Even in really cold weather, and it works really well. It doesn't seem to make a whole lot of difference what the outside temperature is. If it's, right now it's about 85-90 degrees. I've used it when it was about 15 degrees. Still was about the same amount of time. So, with regards to just keeping it protected from breezes while you're using it, it works quite well. So that concludes the video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and have fun.